Let's say China. 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 You go over to China. 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 You take China.
China.
China. I love them. China. 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 China now. China. China. You know, China. I know China very well. China. 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 In China, they say I don't like China. I love China. Look at that. Isn't that nice? China. China. China.
He certainly does. If I had a penny for every time Trump said China, I would be swimming in cash because Donald Trump just won't stop saying it. China wasn't always a constant word in Trump's list of things to say, though. There was a time when another word followed the US president closely: Russia. Let me take you back to 2016. Trump was obsessed with Russia. His reasons were different. Some believe Trump allegedly had Russia interfere in the 2016 election. In other words, he took help from Russia to win the race to the White House. That's been the charge, at least. There was a lot of talk about it. There was this whole Mueller probe. At the end, it only sparked more questions than it answered. 4 years on, there's another election that's around the corner. So are reports of foreign meddling. Apparently, the US president is again seeking foreign help, only this time it's from China, a country that gave the world Kung Flu. I did not come up with that name. The US president did at an election rally. Watch this.
By the way, it's a disease, without question, has more names than any disease in history. I can name Kung Flu. I can name 19 different versions of names.
And now look at this headline: China's man in Washington named Trump. And read what's written below it. Our president is bolstering a nation, but it's not the United States. The word is the US president had asked Xi Jinping to help him secure the 2020 election, a big accusation. And so is the man leveling it, someone who worked with Donald Trump very closely. John Bolton, the former national security advisor, he was once a creature of the Trump administration. He is now the biggest critic, or one of the biggest critics of Donald Trump. John Bolton has come up with a tell-all book on his White House days. It's called The Room Where It Happened, a White House memoir. As the title suggests, this book is a first-hand account of everything that happened inside the White House. It provides ammunition against the president in an election year. The biggest charge is this: Donald Trump allegedly sought cover assistance for his re-election from Xi Jinping. Let me read out the most telling passage from the book, and I quote, "He, Donald Trump, then stunningly turned the conversation to the coming US presidential election, alluding to China's economic capability to affect the ongoing campaigns, pleading with Xi to ensure he'd win." That's a very big claim, and Bolton has not been shy of putting it on paper. But should we take his word for it? What are the chances that such a conversation between Trump and Xi did happen? Well, this is not a courtroom. I'm not looking to pass judgment, but I do want to weigh the possibility. So let me start with some history. Trump and China are not new buddies. Trump's dealings with Beijing go back to his pre-White House years. In 2008, he signed a deal with the Chinese Evergrande Group. In 2012, Trump inked a deal for developing a property in Beijing. Around 2016, he reportedly wanted to build Trump hotels in 20 to 30 Chinese cities. And in 2017, Trump roped in 2 Chinese companies to construct a golf resort in Dubai. Clearly, there is a lot of history, and it happens to involve a lot of money too. A lot of it was apparently coming from the Bank of China. It reportedly supplied large funding for Trump's real estate deals. But does a history of business with China make Trump guilty of aiding election interference? Not really. To be honest, it would be unfair to hold Trump's business and financial ties against him at this point. What would be fair is to look at how the Trump White House's behavior has been towards China. Since Trump entered the White House, he's been pretty harsh on Beijing. Experts say Trump has single-handedly changed the geopolitical tactics, from declaring a trade war on China to banning Huawei and calling COVID-19 a Chinese virus. Trump has spared no opportunity to take on China. He recently punished China by eliminating Washington's special treatment of Hong Kong. Trump also sanctioned Chinese officials responsible for running Uyghur camps in Xinjiang. Trump has gone to the extent of claiming that China wants him to lose the 2020 race. He said, and I quote, "China will do anything they can to have me lose this race." So we end up with this question. What are the chances that John Bolton has not exaggerated things to sell more copies of his upcoming book? Let us.
Somebody said he went out and wrote a book. If he wrote a book, I can't imagine that he can, because that's highly classified information. Even conversations with me, they're highly classified. I told that to the Attorney General before. I will consider every conversation with me as president highly classified.